are people that go to spend 4 years, spend a couple of years learning about this trade, that are registered, even, and I'm sure those licenses comes with a fee also.
Of course.
So there's no way you can do some certain services beyond a particular amount if you want it to be rightfully done. So, but definitely we are going to go on this educating campaign so that you guys understand. It's not even about Lagos alone. Either the property is Abuja, the property is Ogun State, is Ibadan, is Port Harcourt, is Delta, regardless of whatever that property is. There are surveyors there that are registered with licenses, and it's very, very important that you engage these people. Now, Surveyor Ibrahim, let's talk about the different fake part of a surveyor. Now we have of a survey plan. Now we've discussed about the part where people can present a provisional survey for you as a registered survey. Yeah. Which people always come to my DM. Rabiu, check this survey plan. Is it registered? Am I oracle? How will I know? Talk to a surveyor. They know how to what they test and what to check. Now let's talk about now the more serious part of this survey plan and how people manipulate some of this information. Okay. Like the coordinates, the land shape, the land size. Because the last time Samuel was here, he was talking about a JV is signed. The land on the survey plan was 670 square meters. And when they measured the land was 570 square meters, 100 square meter short. You understand? So just imagine if you had gone and do a drawing based on 670 square meters, then there's a problem because the land is 100 square meters short. So let's talk about these far more serious errors that are on the survey plan.
Actually, as for me, I won't call all those things error.
Okay.
Because at some point I got to know that it's a deliberate act.
It's intentional.
Yeah. Because there is no way. If you are a surveyor, if you measure a land now, go and bring 20 surveyors to that site. 1 + 1 can never be 20.
Yeah, exactly.
It will still be 2. It will still be 2. But in such cases, they do all those things just to manipulate some things. Okay, for instance, a coordinate at Ikorodu. At the end of the day, you find out that the coordinate is not even at Ikorodu.
Is that that have happened to me before. You know, a property that I was checking, the coordinate that was on the property was a coordinate for what's the name of this place after La Campagne?
Okay,
what's this popular place after La Campagne that people have been selling?
That go to side.
Yes, after La Campagne. And the property is in Ekpe. The property is facing the Ekpe Turkey Road, and the coordinate is showing that the property is after La Campagne. So this coordinate thing is also another thing that investors have to also take. See, the truth is, whenever you buy a property, as long as the person that did that survey plan is not your own engaged surveyor, is important that you engage a neutral surveyor and recheck everything.
Exactly.
From remeasuring the land, rechecking the coordinates, and just making sure that whatever status that was there on the deed of assignment about the land is true based on what is there. Because a land they can state it on the deed of assignment that the land fall under a gazette so. But when they actually check the coordinates, they realize that it's outside the gazette area where you are located. So it's quite important that you understand all these details, the shape of the land, the size of the land. You know, another thing that also always causes argument a bit is, so my investors don't understand this. When they say a land is maybe 500 square meters,
okay,
and then when we do allocation, they now see 491.
Okay.
499, 493.
Okay.
They're like, Rabiu, you know, and at times I'm going to explanatory mode that is the layout, is the part they, you know, because what the truth is, most of these measurements are always approximate. They're just approximated. Yeah. So is either approximately is above what you buy, or approximately is not up to what you got. But all this different information about the sizes, the coordinates is very, very, very important.
You see the aspect of size.
Okay.
Now, I can measure a land of 60 by 120.
Okay.
And will give me probably 669 square meters thereabout.
Okay.
I can measure another land with that same 60
by 120,
and it will give you that
same dimension.
69.
Yeah.
And you know why? Shape of the land also matters.
Okay.
It matters because if you have a perfect square.
Okay.
A perfect square.
Okay.
Which means that the area should be about 669 square meters.
Okay.
Or thereabout.
Okay.
But if the land is not a perfect square, you cannot get that 669 square meters.
Okay.
But it's still the same 60 by 120.
So most times the dimension of the land doesn't matter.
No, the shape of the land matters.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's more of the shape, not even the dimension.
Not even the dimension. The shape of the land.
And that shape also create argument at times. You know, when my clients look at their survey and say, why do you now give me this side that looks like this? You know, most times when it comes to the shape of the land, it's not really up to you. It's the business of the architects.
Yeah, of course.
Because that the one that now look at the shape and look at, okay, this is where we should put sockaway, this is where we should put gates, this is where we should put the parking space, because based on the shape of that. So what I'm just trying to tell you is there is no land shape that is useless
at all.
An architect can always fine-tune something out of that shape. So if my land is 500 square meter, another person's land is 500 square meter, okay, three people's land is 500 square meter, it's almost certain that our shapes are not going to be the same. In most cases, it's almost certain our shapes are not going to be the same. So one of the ways that you can maybe fine-tune this, and most times most companies are not going to allow it, is for you to see their layout before you buy.
First,
before you buy, and then you pick maybe somewhere that fits into that purpose or whatever specifications that you have. But most times most companies are not going to allow, because if you are paying on installment and you go and pick a place on the layout, they are not going to give you that.
No, they won't.
They are not going to. And that's always create argument in doing allocation, and everybody's just like, I pick block so plot. Why you now give me plot 11? I pick plot 10, and 3 people are picked plot 10.
The last allocation we did at in fact, it cleared almost 5. It was like, no, what I saw was on the hill, but now see where you're. I said, sir, based on what was sent to me,
okay, I'm
working based on instruction.
Yeah. So
based on what was sent to me, I allocated what was sent to me.
Yeah.
Check your survey plan. You see that it's the same block, so plus so. So I said, if you have anything,
it's the office. It's the office. It's the office that will sort that one.
So let them call me. That okay,
you want to do another reallocation?
No problem. I will always be available. But as it is now, this is what was sent to me and which I have done.
Now, it's very important I ask this.
Yeah.
The name on a survey plan.
Okay.
If there are errors on that name, how does that affect that particular property or that particular document? Maybe instead of Mrs. we have Miss, or maybe where there's supposed to be A, there is an E there.
Okay.
How does that affect that particular property document?
Yes, it will definitely affect it sooner or later.
Okay.
Because what you have on the receipt is different. What you have on survey plan is different. Okay. Agreement. So probably out of 3-4 documents, you have 2 or 3 that are similar names, and 1 is left out. So which means, are you condemning the 3 or just that one? Because everything has to be in place, even if it's hyphen. Wow. All those things, it matters. It matters because if they should continue processing that too, okay, that's your document will be queried. So if you are not careful, you will have to start afresh from the scratch. Okay. It's even important to ask this question because I have one of my clients. She was allocated, and there's an hyphen. Okay. Where normally there's no hyphen.
but an hyphen was added, and then I've been on the company that, oh, we do this survey plan because of the hyphen, and they're like, no, it doesn't matter, blah blah blah. So, but I just wanted to be sure about how that hyphen, because the hyphen is not on a deed of assignment, it's not on our receipts, but it's on a registered survey plan that was given to her.
The best thing is let them just make the amendment once and for all.
Okay, on that survey plan.
On the survey plan.
Okay. So you guys too can also learn from that based on
what they need to do is what we call withdrawal and resubmission.
Okay. So if there's particularly for names, because I'm aware of that too. Particularly for names on a registered survey plan, it doesn't really mean that you have to start it from afresh.
No.
What you just have to do is the surveyor that lodged that particular survey plan in the first place can do a withdrawal and then just bring in the corrected version, pay some fees. It comes with a fee actually. Pay some fees, and then that can be amendment. The same thing also if there is an error in the land size. I think too. So maybe the land is 900 square meter and then they allocate you 600 square meter and they've registered it. They can easily just withdraw that particular copy and then bring in the 900 square meter copy, and that can be corrected. It's so nice to have you on the show, because a lot of the things that he has shared, trust me, these are things that I don't know, because they are on the side. That's what they do every day. Sometimes when you come to me that, Rabiu, this property is legit or whatever, these are the people I want to, because they're the one that do the check. I'm not the one that do the check. So and it's quite important that from now on you start to learn and listen to these people behind the scene that are part of my team, because they are more exposed than I am, they are more experienced than I am, and they understand these different things better. So it's not about just Lagos alone. Either you are buying a property in Delta, is Imo, is Enugu, is Owerri, is anywhere, is Abuja, anywhere the property is located, is Ibadan, is Ogun State, you must engage a registered surveyor that understand that particular their land ministry in that particular state, pay all the mandatory fees as attached to that particular state, and then they can do the survey plan for you. And for any survey plan that you have that is not your surveyor that did that particular survey plan, it's also advisable that you get a neutral surveyor, but particularly when it comes to the stage that you want to build or you want to perfect the title. So you don't start working on a particular fake survey, or maybe a survey that is not inaccurate survey, let me put it that way. You don't start working on an inaccurate survey. So these are just our guys, these are just our advices. So if you have anything to add to what we have discussed in this particular episode, you have questions, you have feedbacks, you have comments. I know you handle almost the entire Southwest. I don't know if you do South and Southeast too.
For now, South.
You don't do South.
South for now, on hold.
So about Abuja,
of course.
Okay. So the property is Abuja, the property is around the Southwest, Ibadan, is Oyo, is Ogun State, is Lagos here, is fantastic. And the great thing is these people are licensed. So any job that they are doing, they know that their license is at stake. So they are going to try as much as possible to do it accurately. And I don't know, maybe if you have any survey or any particular survey plan, defected survey plan, and maybe and any particular survey that is inaccurate and someone wants to take action against the surveyor.
Okay, no, that's very easy.
Okay.
All you have to do is just write to NIS, which is Nigerian Institution of Surveyors.
Okay.
Just state the surveyor's name.
Okay.
And attach the copy.
Okay.
The copy of survey plan.
Okay.
And in fact, any document related to the so-called property, just attach it to it, draft your letter, send it to NIS. Nigerian Institute of Surveyors.
Okay. So that's another tip for you. So you know that's why it's good that you engage the license, because if the person is not licensed, there's no way NIS is going to track the person
at all.
Yeah. So that's why you should try to engage. If you have to pay more for it, but at least you know that you can hold them responsible if anything happen on that particular survey plan and that document that they are giving you. So you can feel free to drop your comments, ask your questions. If I can't answer it, trust me, I know where to get him. I'll come and drag him for you. So you are going to ask him whatever he can help you with. based on a property you have bought, a survey plan that you have done, or a survey plan that you are about to do. And trust me, he can assist you with that accurately. He said he's not doing anything in South here. Don't worry, I can assist and get you someone in the South or Southeast that can also help with this particular document. So always remember, if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, this is another fantastic opportunity for you to subscribe, because we have fantastic content coming, fantastic guests, you know, surveyors, lawyers, investors, developers, builders, and these people are well experienced. They have a lot to share with you guys. So feel free to subscribe to our content. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like if you enjoyed this particular video. Drop your comments. Let's hear your reviews, and see you next time.